that's not to say that I can never make an appearance
Right.
again. We'll
Okay.
see, you know.
All right.
I mean, they have some restrictions, but, you know.
What are your hours going to be?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
I have no idea.
Is there
I
a
mean-
lot of travel? What happens?
Well, travel, I'm not sure. I mean, they want me to cover a pretty big swath of this region. But they have so many correspondents in other cities all over the country.
Like they have a San Francisco correspondent.
San Francisco,
Yeah.
Denver,
Okay.
Seattle, you know. I
Right.
mean, they don't have anyone in San Diego or...
So you would cover San Diego since
San
you're...
Diego, Hawaii.
Oh,
Oh,
all right.
what a horrible assignment.
Wouldn't that be awful?
Oh, it's awful.
But
what?
no,
There's
like-
trouble in Kauai? I'm on it.
Exactly. So parts of Arizona, New Mexico,
Right.
you know, that sort of southern region,
Okay.
the southwest region. But
Oh, cool.
other than that, you know, honestly, I don't really want to travel that much. I've
Yeah.
been there,
Vegas?
done that. Vegas.
Oh,
Yes,
Vegas is in your
definitely
territory.
Vegas.
Are you going to be
Yep.
leaving your whore dog Eggy with me, who is going to sexually assault Fred?
Well, that
like
would
something
be
out of the
nice.
CIA, the torture report?
That would be nice.
Well, she wasn't such a whore. Perhaps I would.
She's just playing.
Poor Fred.
So he loves it.
He wants
Come
it.
on.
He's bent over that pinball machine.
Anyway, so yes, let's make the best of this final hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know, I'm sorry.
For instance, how would you handle this story? China says U.S. can't slam others on rights when it comes to when it has racism problems at home. Thanks, torture monsters
boy.
and racists of America.
Wow. That
China's
one's gonna
foreign
be used
ministry
over and over again.
said on Thursday the U.S. has no right to confront other countries on their human rights record when it faces problems with racism and mistreatment of prisoners at home. Because John Kerry had written, for Human Rights Day, they mentioned cases such as the Chinese Nobel laureate. They said it was the Chinese Foreign Ministry said it's hypocritical of the U.S. to do this, considering its own poor record in apparent reference to the protests over the killing of unarmed black men and the Senate report on torture. The United States has no right to pose as arbiters at every turn, point their fingers at other countries' human rights, as racism and mistreatment of prisoners and other serious problems in the U.S. are now facts known to us all. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Bush administration. Thanks, racist cops.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's they're turning against us, which they should. You know, it's something now totally exposed. So what can we do?
Oh, here is John Brennan, by the way, yesterday. One more time, the CIA.
Number of cases, agency officers used interrogation techniques that had not been authorized, were abhorrent, and rightly should be repudiated by all.
Except they were authorized, right? I mean,
Yes.
the Bush administration authorized this. As I said, they ordered the code red. And Dick Cheney's on TV every other, and he'll be on Meet the Press. You can see him again, bragging about it on Sunday. Won't that be good?
Did you order the code red? I did the job. Did you order the code red? Damn right I did!
Yeah. Well, that'll be Chuck Todd if he gets some gumption by this weekend.
Yeah, I don't think so. Chuck Todd and gumption really
Isn't
don't
that
belong
awful
together.
what's happened to that wonderful show?
I know.
Yes.
That used to be such a great show.
Yeah.
It's all.
Restaurant.
Oh, by the way, it does not look like it's going to happen. Me on CNN next weekend.
Why?
Because Candy Crowley left. So
Wait, she's already left?
Well, I don't know if she's going to. I was supposed to do it next Sunday because I'm C team. Because
Right.
everybody else probably for the holidays. I'm like, yes, I'd be happy.
You happen to fly 3,000 miles to your studio.
Wait, for sure you're not doing it now?
I
You're
haven't
not
heard.
Sure?
I don't think so
No.
because I'm not sure when she's leaving.
She's
I think
not going to exit that fast. There's no way.
this Sunday might be your last. I don't know yet. So anyway, but I haven't heard. Maybe it was supposed to be next Sunday. I don't know. But I'm guessing that I may not be. If it is her last show, I may not be. A-list.
What a loss.
Me not being on. You're exactly
I'm
right.
talking about Candy.
Oh,
Sorry.
I know. I love her. I think
She's
it
great.
is.
She's
yeah.
great. Yeah.
But yeah, that goes to show you like how what has happened to journalism is she got raked over the coals by the right wing for pointing out a fact in the presidential debate. And Mitt Romney, by the way, it's not like she interjected. Mitt Romney asked her, he's like, Candy, and she's like, yes, he did call it an act of terror the next day in the Rose Garden. It's like,
Yeah, isn't
you
that
can tell that
amazing?
she almost didn't want to. She was like, yes, you did.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're such an idiot.
Yes.
Yeah. It is amazing that has always come back to haunt her.
Yeah.
And she's never been able to get over that.
Yeah.
Right, like that's
Doing
bias.
her job.
When Mitt Romney won't turn off Fox News long enough to know that
Yeah.
that was a lie, a right-wing talking point and not a fact.
Yeah.
CIA torture denialist Peter King,
Peter King.
Republican of New York. He doubled down on his argument that the harsh technique, the torture, let's just call it torture.
Torture.
Yeah. That the techniques did not amount to torture. I was saying, don't you love how enhanced interrogation techniques? It sounds like the fancy manicure pedicure.
Yeah.
Would you like the enhanced with the paraffin
And the rhinestones.
and the extra exfoliating? He was asked to respond to John McCain's speech on the Senate floor. King said the treatment McCain underwent as a prisoner of war was not similar to the way the CIA treated its detainees. What John McCain went through was far worse than anything.
You know what? I think the only person who can say how bad it was is John McCain.
Right.
Peter King's an ass.
Yeah. So he was asked about the at least couple of detainees that were held partially nude, chained to a floor, and then died, which the King was asked directly whether the detainee's death amounted to torture. King responded that several prosecutors had investigated the death and determined there was no criminal intent. It was just an oops. It was one of those torture oops. Yeah. I mean, seriously, this guy is. Even Ted Cruz, I don't know if he slipped or not, but he called it torture.
Yeah, I think he slipped.
That's a slippage. That's got to be.
While still, blaming it on the Obama administration because...
there's that.
Right. He said, we saw the release of a partisan report from Democrats in the Senate, 6,000 pages, that presented a biased view of what our intelligence officers did, and that weakened our nation. Oh, I see. So torturing didn't weaken our nation. It was
the biased view.
Did. Okay. Even more broadly, it demonstrates an approach that has characterized this administration for 6 years, which is everything is George W. Bush's fault.
Oh,
I love
Andy.
I love Andy Borowitz's headline, Cruz, stop blaming Bush for things he did.
Right, exactly. I saw that yesterday. Oh, my God.
Let's see. Enough already with blaming George W. Bush for every failure of this administration. Oh, I'm sorry. President Obama had what to do with the torture during the Bush administration?
Unbelievable.
And then he said, let me be clear, torture is wrong. You didn't use the euphemism.
Yeah.
He said it's wrong, period, the end. Civilized nations do not engage in torture. Blah, blah. Okay, so what? I don't get it. Which is it? It is torture, but we should stop blaming the Bush administration who ordered the torture.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I wonder if he's running for president. Huh.
You think?
Who can say? All right. Sue in Rockville, you're on with May. Hello, Sue.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday.
You too.
Good morning.
I want you to know that there is a bag of coal going to the Koch brothers because I did make my donation.
Hooray.
Too.
Yay, thank you, Sue in Rockville.
Hello. Free Speech TV, thanks you. Freespeech.org, thank you.
I wish I could give more. Listen, the director of National Security Archivists at GW University, Tom Blanton, was on Colbert, and you asked a question yesterday, came up several times. The torture apologists say, well, the CIA wasn't interviewed, they didn't get input. But he has access to 6 million documents. He has all the documents. He's the archivist. And he was on, and he said, the CIA talked back and forth in their emails about torture.
Right.
And so the two arguments that they keep trying to defend themselves is, one, that the CIA never admit. They did. They talked about how uncomfortable they were going too far. Back and forth, the emails prove it was torture. It wasn't enhanced nothing. It was enhanced lying, but it was torture.
Yeah.
The second thing it refuted completely was that the so-called 20 terrorists who got none of that intel was valuable. Not one time of those 20. So anytime a right-wing nutjob, a Republican, or someone who supports white terrorists like Peter King, who supported the IRA, he supported the NRA too, talks about it. It's very,
not the ERA.
It's not the ERA, not the NRA.
Right.
But Peter King was known. He was a supporter, out of New York. He supported the IRA during the worst of their time. That was A-OK terrorism.
Yeah.
Because they were Irish.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so forget him, dismiss him. But these 2 points, Blanton, the 5-minute clip of him on Colbert should be spread everywhere because we're not going to get corporate media to actually talk about that when they can use, talk about rectal feeding, and that's got bring a lot more viewers to their screen.
Yeah, like that's some sort of legitimate medical thing, right? A rectal feed. Oh, right. We're like, what? Nobody, the doctor called yesterday, said no one shoves food up someone's...
That's disgusting.
Hummus.
And raisins.
And raisins.
Nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ew. Oh, God.
Yeah, sorry about that if you're eating breakfast.
That's not
Wait, why do you have a jar? Is that a jar of coffee?
Yeah.
Why do you have your coffee in a jar?
Because it has a lid on it, and my driving coffee mug is dirty in my car, and I forgot to get
I'm going to go get you a Stephanie Miller Show drink before I quit.
I know.
Water bottle? Well, water bottles don't.
All right.
Yeah.
I have a coffee. I'll get you. I'll go to Starbucks, for God's sake.
You're drinking coffee out of a mason jar.
Yeah,
And a little hat with ears.
You're either a hipster or poor.
All right, 18 minutes after the hour. This hour of the Stephanie Miller Show. Hello, Free Speech TV land. It's Fun Drive time, and that's why...
Fun Drive?
Give.
Rocco from Modern Life urges you, please give. It's Fun Drive time.
Fun Drive, give your money. Make good free speech radio possible.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yes, we were homeless, as you know, after Current TV went off the air. And here we are, Free Speech TV. Exactly. Out there.
Spray a quarter for an altar boy's father.
Right, I was a little match girl. I was about to just, yes, until Free Speech TV came along and gave us, Bill Press, Tom Hartman, Amy Goodman, a lot of fine programs.
Gave you a reason to build the studio in your basement.
That's
Beautiful
right.
studio.
Yes, to create all this comedic magic we do with Carla Salzrocki and, old cat ladies.
Here, Boxcar. Here, Twilight.
Oh, Twilight's my favorite.
Before
Yes.
Twilight was Twilight, I said there was Twilight.
Exactly.
All right, here's
Hey,
what we
thanks.
need. We need you to go to freespeech.org.
Better go. Go now.
Do it. Or call 1-877-378-8669 to make a donation. Or we will send Robert De Niro to breathe on you.
You better have enthusiasm when you donate. You better give.
Don't threaten the people. Let them come to it on their own accord.
Do the creepy breathing. Okay.
But Stephanie, what do they get if they donate?
Yeah,
Well,
what do they
it's
get?
funny you should ask. And you know what? You need that year-end tax deduction. It is totally tax deductible to support your network, to stand with Mama and the Mooks and Free Speech TV. For $60, we will send the actual Koch brothers actual coal. It's a little pranky, but it's fun. Okay. And you get the Drink, Cry, Quit water bottle. For $120, you get the Stephanie Miller Show wine set, which is fabulous and wildly popular.
We're getting to bust those out during happy hour, aren't we?
$240, you get the Stephanie Miller Show fleece jacket and the Stephanie Miller Show whore bag.
We've got cigars from the Ferguson Market. No, we don't.
No, we do not. $360, you get the wine set, the whore bag, and the Stephanie Miller Show scarf.
Wow. I cannot wait to get our scarves.
Which is extra long and has the pockets to keep your...
You get all that without meeting Wayne Brady?
Yes. $1,000, you get lunch with Mama and the Mooks, and that is wildly popular. That's like the
That's
Happy Hour
better than meeting
podcast.
Wayne Brady,
a lot
let
of
me tell ya.
drinking, a lot of cursing.
Come meet me, yell in my face.
There you go.
After today's show.
Freespeech.org or call 1-877-378-8669 to make your tax-deductible donation today. We need to raise some cash, people.
Do it now.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Do it now. Don't
Yeah.
waste time. Get your money and bring it in the chopper. And these
Bags
kinds
of
of
money
things.
in choppers.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Bring the money in a chopper.
In the chopper.
Yeah. Thank you. The Stephanie Miller Show thanks you. Free Speech TV thanks you.
Bing, bing.
Lauren said, I will have to honor you from the other coast. We'll be stuck in New York, Lawrence. I wrote him back. OMG, you replied. Double swoon, double hair twirl, emoticon. You know I sent him the emoticon. The little heart. Oh my God, I love him so much. Okay.
Yes, he worked in the White House, and you sent him emoticons.
Look how quickly I've moved on from Lisa Bloom.
He's scared of you, I think.
Everyone's scared of
He's
me.
glad there's a
And
coast
mine-
between you two.
Well, doesn't he do it like half the time here or something?
Probably not anymore.
Well.
After I started stalking him, he's like, yeah, you know what? New York's good. Probably all the time. Okay.
Oh my
God. Here's what we're up against with the torture stuff. I was talking to a friend who does not really follow politics, and because more people watch 24, right, than the news.
Yeah, right.
And she was just like, well, don't we have to sometimes? It's like,
No.
That's not what my dad thought when he was prosecuting at Nuremberg. That's not what we thought when we executed Japanese soldiers who did it to us in World War II.
Yeah, you know that it's bad when the CIA says, let's not tell Colin Powell because he will flip his lid.
Right.